Hello, this is Adam from Crypto Wealth. We are here with another video, and the topic is cryptocurrency security, hacker-proof cyber safety tips. We're going to be talking about the Ponzi schemes. Going to be talking about the scams, how to avoid that, and how to protect your cryptos. Let's dive in. That's the beginning of all safety, and that's the beginning of all problems if you don't handle properly. Yes, login safety we're talking about. Accessing your cryptocurrency websites, those accounts is very important, and it's something that you usually do daily, every day, multiple times a day. So a lot of things happen during that interaction if you're not actually careful. So really, it's very important to make sure that you are going to the account site directly and typing and going to the website and go to the URL and not clicking on the third party or on the emails or any other websites. It's very important that to make sure that you are visiting the account that you are intending to go. Otherwise, you will be prone to the phishing attacks. It's another way. It's very important that also you don't install any browser plugins that claims that they are associated with that site. It's very what might be that it's not. So it's really important to not to do that. Another way is it's common sense, but most people they don't understand is do not disclose your password, your Google authentication code, your SMS authentication code, or anything that is help you to protect your account, even if the account site support asks for it, which usually they don't. Do not provide that. And never make transactions or send funds to anyone who claims that they're a member of that group, but they're not. You will lose your money. Okay. With the rise of cryptos, with the rise of the price of those cryptocurrencies, a lot of thieves and scammers are actually in the market looking for the prey, looking for the victims who are not aware of the dangers. So it's really important to educate yourself. You need to be scam smart. So really, you need to smell, you need to see through it. You need to see when you see a site, when you see an offer, you need to just sense the scam. It's very important, and it happens by time, but I don't want you to be burned to be a victim after you understand that it was a scam, so it was too late. It's the important part is to prevent that happen to you. Okay, if a business opportunity is too good to put, this is very cliche, very well known, and it's really important, and it happened again and again that if a business opportunity is too good to be true, probably it is, and so you need to avoid them. Another one is never exchange cryptocurrencies by using PayPal, or never send funds to an anonymized fake exchanges. Second, scam lending sites excuse is once you're there, once they are working fine, when actually they are about to collapse, they come up with excuses. One of the most used excuse for those lending sites are actually, oh, we are receiving DDoS attack, we are receiving, and site comes back and on and off and on off, like something happened to those, and then it says we cannot restore the site back, and all kind of things, and they never come back, and also they never come back with your money. Scam currency exchanges also have some excuses that they ran away with your money and you lose your money, and they say that we were hacked. So they claim that they have been hacked, and the all money that they were actually keeping were being hacked and stolen. So this is another excuse for them. So it's very important to Have an account with those exchanges that are well established. Fourth, if this scam doesn't insult your intelligence, you are their ideal investor. So you need to be smart, you need to educate yourself. Fifth, all financial shit, I'm sorry, high yield investing programs, cyclers, doublers, multipliers, and landing sites, regardless of offer, how attractive it is, you need to make sure that, you know, they are there to steal your Bitcoin and money. Lending programs nowadays are, almost means scam. Cloud mining themed, HYIPs are also fraud sites and are more common than real cloud mine sites. So it's almost like about 20 to 1. They are not cloud hashing platforms. They are actually Bitcoin stealing platforms. It's very important to know that how bad does a scam have to be before people stop falling victim. They actually ran towards those. How does 100% loss equate to doubling your coins? How that is even possible? Unbelievable how many fake mining sites are actually springing up nowadays. As far as we are aware, there are currently only 2 or 3 genuine ones. I, it's hard to name just, off the bat, but, Hashflare, Genesis Mining, and maybe a couple others, but that's it. If you give your Bitcoin to this to those fraudster, their dream will come true, not yours. Your dreams won't ever. You will see inviting sites everywhere, and every one of them is looking for someone stupid enough to send Bitcoin to them. Yes, those scam sites are actually not sophisticated after all if you actually educate yourself. You will perform them. You need to see behind these scams websites. They are not normal offices, just as pot smoking, shyster potting, putting up websites from his bedroom or garage. So many of those have why choose us questions framed. Why would ask you the same? Why choose a Ponzi or a scam site? Thieves are thieves are erecting fraud sites after sites. Well, that's what happens if you mix Bitcoin and Viagra. Best just stay clear of the site that is erected by an impotent fraudster. All scammers lie, and if you are fall victim of them, you only have yourself to blame for not Googling it first. It's very important to do due diligence research and investigate before you do anything stupid. Now, the third topic of this video is the Ponzi scheme characteristics. It's very important to identify how those, if the site is a Ponzi scheme or not. If a business opportunity is too good to be true, it usually is. So avoid them. This is a mantra from the previous slide and is true for here too. A Ponzi that pays you for, actually, let's just start from the bottom. What is a Ponzi scheme actually? A Ponzi scheme is a fraudulent investing scams promising high rates of return with little risk to investor. The Ponzi scheme generates return from the older investors by acquiring the new investors. This is similar to a pyramid scheme in that both are based on using new investors' funds to pay the earlier backers. For both are Ponzi schemes. And when the new money stops coming, the Ponzi collapse. A Ponzi that pays you for sucking in more victims behind you, or you are the victim. $2 is still $2 and better in your wallet. Wake up. Don't be a fool. These sites are just crooks. Ponzi schemes are everywhere. Everybody loses except for a few. And a pyramid scheme is just another name of Ponzi scheme. So you will be amazed at the speed of your Bitcoin arrives in the Ponzi admin wallet, but that's it. Nothing else happens, and nothing that Bitcoin stays there doesn't come back to you. Nobody's going to make you rich. They are just going to make you ashamed of your own stupidity. Sorry to say that. Yeah. So what you should do? There are things that you need to be aware of and do before falling a victim. So you educate yourself from scams, you sense the Ponzi schemes, so you are not putting your money there, but also even if you are with the legit ones, legit opportunities, exchanges, all kind of things, you still need to have some practices that you can safeguard your money, your investments. So you need to make sure you need to start with an email. You know, make sure that you have a unique email address that you use for those exchanges. You don't use the same email that you use day to day. You need to make sure that your password is really robust, industry standard, strong password. And you need to also educate yourself. You know, if you're investing in something, you must learn the basics. Cryptocurrency security should start with the basic cybersecurity. That's also another thing. You know, you need to learn how to be safe on the internet. You need to decentralize investment called diversification. You know, you need to diversify your investment, your cryptocurrency, but also diversify your exchanges, your platforms, your wallets. It's very important. If one site got hacked, you're not losing all of your money. Don't put your all eggs into one basket. Yes, you need to have a wallet. Exchanges are not wallet. They provide a wallet, but that's just for temporary. The the wallet that you have should be um, the wallet that you can protect. There are hot wallets and cold wallets. Hot wallets means online wallets. Cold wallets are offline. So cold wallets are the most recommended. And you need to also store. How you store? You don't want to store your cryptocurrencies with an exchange. If it's like more than $1,000 or so, definitely do not store with them. Yes, rules for protecting your cyber currency. Cryptocurrency security intelligence. Top tips for to avoid for being hacked. Yep. If you're using your DVD tray like this smart guy, definitely you are not using with a purpose. Yeah, it's not for drinking um, coffee or apple juice. This is for actually CD-RAM or DVD-RAM. Get over it. Yes, if you are not that smart, if you're not that educated, if you're not that computer savvy, stop there. Unless you are committed to educate yourself, just don't try it because learning, being computer savvy is a little bit like primitive stage of being cryptocurrency savvy. It's a little bit more complicated. Yes, you need to make sure that you invest on the antivirus that is actually professional, is not free. So you are not stuck with the free one who actually monitors you, who sells your data to other to make money so that, you know, they are not charging you, but they are making money somehow from you in at the background, which is really worse. And also you need to make sure that, you know, you're not using stupid browser plugins, whatever new plugin that you see you want to try it, don't do that, or Flash or something like that. Make sure that in any platforms you have account with, make sure that you have two-factor authentication. Password can be hacked, but if you have two-factor authentication like, you know, SMS or Google Authenticator, that actually added additional security to your account. If you don't have the private key, your money, you don't owe that money. This is really very important. And digital money is something that, you know, you need to have additional security layers around it so that you can protect. If you don't have that private key, that's something that we just went over. And those advices, those training videos, those educational videos are solely our own opinion or speculations. They are not meant to be um, giving you financial advice or anything like that. So anything that you do, please do extra research. Those are just entry points for you to just research further and make your own decision. Because this, especially on the cryptocurrency, risk is so high. People lose a lot of money. People gain too. The risk is high. Returns are high too. But it it's not guaranteed. Take your own risk and make sure that you are only spending or investing or using money that you can afford to lose. And thank you so much. See you on the next videos. Peace out.